Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mel Knight, and as you can see from those wonderful two pictures there, I have the delightful Rick Murtagh and SarahGC, aka Sarah Game Collection. Yeah, these two aren't just a gorgeous looking couple, they're also my closest people on Instagram, which I can touch, and I have today, and they're very soft, trust me. Starting off today's wonderful episode with whatever we've already covered, I think we have to go back to the games, right? This is what got you to the table, isn't it, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay. And we were just about to talk about, and I stopped myself. Was it Mario, Yoshi? No, we passed out. Street Fighter?
No. We're on to Retron 5.
Retron 5.
Were we on that?
No.
No,
We're
we were
going to
on
that one,
PlayStation 4s.
That's it. PlayStation 4s.
Ones,
All right,
yeah.
cool. So you were asking me the age-old question, Mel, what console do you have? And I said I had an Xbox One, and I like to download 360 games because of the Rare. They've got Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, all that stuff. And you're like, yeah, I really want to get one, but I went PS. And I said the moment I bought my Xbox, I realized that they bought out Dragon Quest Heroes, which I love Dragon Quest anyway, but they like threw all of them from all of the Dragon Quest into this it's so massive. Like, imagine fighting a massive giant goblin, but you got to fight all of these little retarded minion goblins. And so you and your friends have to strategize. It seemed like an awesome game. I was like, well, okay, but that's no excuse. Then I saw Uncharted, and I was like, no, stop. Do you know there's another Uncharted as well?
Yeah, I saw that. I need to play through the rest of them because I only just started playing it. Because at first I didn't like Uncharted, and then I got playing it, and I'm like, oh my god, now I'm addicted. And now I'm like,
was it because it had like Drake as the main protagonist?
Yeah, because I thought it was a rip-off of Tomb Raider.
Yes,
at
but
first.
with a dude.
With a dude, and I was like, oh, what are they doing? And then I actually went back to it, and I played that, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And when I went to play the new Tomb Raider, I was like, oh, no, it's not as good.
Nah.
Uncharted is better now.
Yeah, and the new one is about women, right? It's the girl who's mainly with him through the second and third one, yeah. And then another girl, and it's called The Lost Legacy. So I like the fact that even though they said the last Uncharted is going to be Uncharted 4, they're like, well, not really. I mean, that's Drake's last adventure. There are other adventures. Yeah. We need this money. Awesome. Yeah, so I decided, I'm going to have to somehow come up with the funds. But I can't get a PS4 first. I have to go Nintendo because
holding off.
I just... So, all right, let's first talk about this console thing that you spoke about. It's like a multi-emulator. What is that called?
It's the Retron 5. Retron 5. And I saw it on Funstock Retro, which is a gaming shopping site that I kind of look at and write a massive wish list for everything I want.
Yeah.
I want everything on there. I'm just like, if only. And it can play all of my games, because the only issue that I have with collecting all my consoles and all my games is that I'm not going to be able to play it all, and I have to unplug it all, replug it all. And some of the leads I don't actually have to put in the back of the telly, so I thought this is just one whole console where I can play everything.
Yeah.
And Master System is one of my favourite consoles, and I'm getting all the games back, and I'm like, I need something that plays them all.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Do you remember how hard Echo the Dolphin really was?
Yeah.
I mean, most people are like, you've got a fish, okay? I played James Bond. Just keep collecting whatever, those coins. And you're like, no, it's not about that. He's trying to save the world, and he needs to breathe, okay? He's what's it, amphibious?
It's like a mammal, isn't he?
It's a mammal, yeah. But he can, but the only mammal.
He needs to come up for water or come up for air
as well,
and then down. And
isn't that fucking weird? You've got fish. You've got crustacean. Then you've got mammals that are in the sea. Like, they produce milk, but need water as well as oxygen. That's like some Discovery Channel shit. All over the map, Sarah. Like I said, this is what me and Rick do. Okay, so the Retron 5 has got basically everything, because no one has a SCART lead these days, so this is capable of going into most devices.
Exactly. I mean, the only thing is I think it's like the Master System needs a certain adapter to go with it. It's like another cartridge that plugs in, and then you plug your cartridges on top.
I like the 32X.
Yeah. And I just really want it.
Yeah, no, do you remember back in the day, all of those little add-ons they had, like the what's it called, the Mega CD?
Yes, I heard of that. I never actually had one.
Yeah, this was just before PlayStation, and they wanted to go into the world of using CDs. And some of the games looked amazing, but when the cutscenes started, you're like, oh Jesus.
That's like early PlayStation 1 though, with like Tekken with the FMV.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But I don't know why PlayStation just destroyed all the competition. It came out with games, and I was excited. Even the adverts on TV were kind of cool.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, just especially with all the tech and stuff. Yeah, that just kind of changed the game, really, didn't
Mine
it?
was Lara, Tomb Raider, and a LucasAid ad. So I was like, oh my gosh, just yeah.
I think Lara hit many vibes, like the guys who wanted to have a female protagonist finally, and for the girls who wanted to feel like they've got their own character, because for years it was Mario, it was Luigi, and your depiction of the girl was Princess Peach,
The ones that need to be
of a
saved.
drawbridge, like,
Yeah.
oh, help me. Then Mario Kart came out and it just changed everyone. They're like, I'm picking Peach, mate, she's got the fastest car.
We still play Mario Kart. We play it on your Wii, right?
Yeah,
And
I downloaded it on the Wii.
But what we've been doing, because we got so good at it, we
you say that.
Yeah, no.
Last time
We
say
did.
it.
No. I'm getting to that. We put it on reverse. So basically, you know how you'd see it from if you were to go right.
Yeah.
It'd be going to the left, so it'd be completely
The course
reversed.
speed.
Yeah, reverse.
But the speed was it was the maximum speed we had it on.
200cc, I think.
We did it well the first time we did it,
Yeah.
and then we got back to it. I don't know how long later. One night we were just eating pizza or something. And all of a sudden, we were just the most diabolical fucking gamers you'd ever seen in your life. Yeah, it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's like we couldn't even complete a course.
Oh yeah,
That's how bad well,
didn't
mostly
qualify.
me, but yeah.
No, it's mostly me as well.
All right. If you want to take the brunt of it,
Yeah.
I do.
I don't mind.
Together, you're both equally as bad driver. So double dash,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do
But
well. But
she's
single,
superior gamer to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
yeah.
I don't know.
See, this is one thing I said before I met you. I said to Rick, "Isn't it amazing that you've managed to find a girl that you could share almost everything with?" Like, I mean, please, you could do a dump. It's between you and God. You don't have to have a watch, but like gaming, comedy, just in general, the stuff you find. That's why I said like you two stick out like real best friends, which is probably what makes your relationship stronger. Because when you're old and grey, you've got shit to talk about and always have stuff to talk about. You can generate from nothing, whereas some people, very, very nuanced. But when it comes to the games, I think almost every child has an experience of it, and then they drop off at some point because you're told, you have to be responsible, put down your toys and go out there in the real world. And I was like, no, in the real world, people play games all the time whenever they can. And you've like built up an entire platform, so to speak,
Yeah.
of gaming. Like, I think that's uber awesome.
Love it. I never got told to put my toys away and be an adult. It's because my mum, dad's pretty much had a massive input in my life, and
Hippie?
he's not a hippie. He's just a big kid. He's
He's
still-
okay. Tom Hanks.
he's playing her video games as we speak.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old
He's
you
still
guys?
playing them.
He's 57 in
Nice.
September
Wow. Oh, when is September? My birthday's in September.
20th.
Okay, I'm the 7th.
Oh,
Tell your
I
dad
don't know
that.
why I went, oh.
Well, I think we're both still Virgo. I think Virgo's like from the 23rd of August to the 23rd of
Yeah.
September, so we're both Virgo.
Virgos.
Yeah. I'll have a Virgo toast for him.
But yeah, he took your
Portable
Your
Mega Drive,
portable Mega Drive
it's like a
player, yeah.
handheld Mega Drive.
He's-
Because
he
he would
wastes the
remember when
battery.
most of the games came out, right?
He
Yeah.
was the one that got me into it all.
yeah, he's pretty badass.
I love the fact that parents can play games with kids now. I mean,
Yeah.
I think this is where Nintendo has just destroyed everyone.
Oh yeah.
Other consoles have gone gritty. They've gone like for gore, and you've
Very
got Dead Rising,
sharp.
Silent Hill, and that's pretty much Xboxy, PlayStation as well. You've got the adults, you've got the teenagers who want to shoot each other up in COD and stuff like that. But Nintendo always stayed family, and the fact that they even at one point brought out a Wii Fit, which
Yeah,
outsold everything. It was like
Yeah.
New
That's
Year's
insane.
Eve. Oh well, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to go outside in the cold and go to the gym like everyone else. I'm just going to get this board. And so
You
many
did
people.
Zumba.
Yeah, so many people did it, and it's like, well, the numbers don't lie. What do you mean they don't lie? I tried to get a Wii Fit today. I've been to here, been to here, been to here. I called up this store. They said they're all sold out. So
Yeah.
Nintendo really do know how to keep not just a family, but like that part of the market which they're not trying to reach for anything. They know it's there, and they just
They got
tap
their
into
core, their core demographic.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it works every time.
Do you know about the history of Nintendo?
She
I
probably know more than I
I
will.
think that they started off as a card company,
Mhm,
like
yeah.
trading card company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about that. And they saved us from the video game crash of 1985, I believe.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I was born in '84. Nice one, nice. Fountain of
We do it a
knowledge.
lot.
But yeah. Just to think they came from almost nothing. That's why I'm always inspired to continue to like I don't know, self-made is kind of a word a
love
comedian
that.
can give themselves, right?
That's all you
Keep
can.
doing
Yeah.
stuff myself, basically, as much as you can. I mean, you can't expect someone to set you up with a room and bukkake the walls in modern culture and then give you a microphone and tell you to get guests. It's like something that came naturally, but I think everyone should kind of fulfill a dream of theirs, or at least be a kid for as long as possible.
I think that's why, like you said, me and Sarah pretty much are like best friends as well as boyfriend and girlfriend. Because
just saying
exactly.
I am a couple, exclusive, whatever. Boyfriend and girlfriend is so 1985.
I know. I'm
I say partner.
Oh, see, there you
So
go.
I want the next step, and partner is just in that bit. I can't say boyfriend and girlfriend.
I'm all about nostalgia, dude.
Okay. I gotta keep these trends going, you know.
Exactly.
If we completely get rid of boyfriend and girlfriend, who are we?
But that's the point. Nostalgia is what keeps us as best mates, because we'll talk about not only games we used to love as a kid, but we talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer films and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We had such a lot in common, especially with Linkin Park.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. Rest in peace.
We had a very shared emotional experience with that, didn't we? With Chester Bennington. So
Yeah, and it's almost like in life, the good ones just go too quickly.
yeah.
But then I say that, I barely knew Chris Cornell's career when he was at Audio Slave.
Oh, I knew him from Soundgarden.
Yeah, there you go.
Onwards,
Soundgarden, but like I didn't know whose name was Chris Cornell, and it was like I didn't know Soundgarden was Soundgarden. It's because I was making out with a girl who's like it was playing in her house, and so on your way back to the night bus, you're whistling this song for no reason. You're like, that guy can sang though, he can sang. Yeah. So
I bet the song was Jesus Christ Pose.
I didn't Shazam it, so maybe. You're trying to catch that night bus, I've always got to wait another hour.
I don't know why I'm trying to imagine the song that you were getting off to, but
oh no, I wasn't exactly getting off. You make sure your feet hits the off button so it doesn't break any modes. But it's weird. No, I don't know. When was the last time you guys made love to music?
To music. Oh God.
Music. It's usually films, a comedy or something.
Yeah. We have done some comedy actually. Yeah. Because occasionally you want to laugh during sex, so
yeah, of course.
you want to have a good time, don't you?
Well, obviously, if one or the other lets off some gas during sex and the other person looks at you seriously, it can break the mood. But if you laugh about it,
As soon as we hear a line in a very intimate moment and we start pissing ourselves laughing, it's like now we're going to another level. Now I've got to step up my game.
You spoke about so you again all over the map. I love it. I was going to go back to the Whedon years, which are kind of like the wonder years of television.
Sure.
But then mention movies as well. Where do we go next? You guys steer it. Go on. I'm just going to sit back in awe of your two uberness.
Well, we were talking about current films that we want to see.
Yes, movies.
We're very excited for it. Very excited for it.
You watched the original, I take it?
As a kid, I watched it when I was 6. My auntie gave it to me on VHS and said, "Just to warn you, it's really scary."
Yeah.
I'm like, well, cheers for that, auntie, and ended up being one of my favourite movies as a child.
Yeah, I think BBC 2 or BBC 1 was the one that showed it, but they did it in like the 2 parts. Like the book.
They did it as like they did in America when they did it as on the Saturday night and then the Sunday night after.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. That whole entire weekend would fuck you up for the rest of your goddamn life. You'd go to school on Monday and just be so shook of just looking anywhere but the teacher and the blackboard, because it's just in case you looked around and you saw a balloon. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then when it's like you finish school and all the kids are walking to the gate and your mum might be just to the side of the gate, but you're not leaving the playground. You're like, no, my mum's got to come in and get me, because I know all of a sudden it's just parents and stuff like that, and then I'm walking, and then it's this guy in like red polka dots and a balloon,
and just doing
with
that
teeth.
as well.
Just smiling like, hi, Mal.
But here's why I'm really excited for the new ones, because, well, first of all, it's the first big screen adaptation, so it's not necessarily a remake. What it is going to do, though, is focus a lot more on the book, which I read a couple of years ago, absolutely loved, and they missed a lot of things out and changed a few things character-wise. Characters weren't even introduced into the movie. Yeah. So, looking forward to that. That's going to be really interesting.
And it's called Pennywise?
It's just called It. But it's part 1.
Oh, okay.
The Losers Club. So focus on them just as kids.
As kids, wonderful.
Yeah. And then I guess, it's the most watched trailer on YouTube ever. So apparently,
you sure episode 8, The Last Jedi, wasn't, or maybe
I don't know, but
Justice League or something like it's got equally bigger following.
I think
maybe a fan made
Star Wars
Twilight.
has had its day, and
cool. That would get lots of people going.
Yeah, well, especially what I just said, but but yeah, most watched trailer ever apparently, and that's kind of good for horror.
Yeah,
I'm a horror fan, so
horror took a hit when they announced that there was going to be It number 17, wasn't it?
Huh?
Didn't they reboot, or not reboot or remake, but they brought out another Saw.
Saw Legacy.
Saw
right?
Legacy. There you go. Are you sure we didn't have enough Saw movies when you bought them out?
I know.
So what is this one going to do? It's not him, but it's kind of him. What do you mean? Some dude's walking around with his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
How did that stay fresh for so long?
It didn't. And I was in a relationship with this girl who loved them, so I had to go. Oh, it was bad. She even got a tattoo on the back of her neck.
What?
Of a jigsaw, yeah. Like, it's the missing piece. And I was like, no, something's missing. I think it's like either a padded cell or just some therapy. But yeah, she was, whenever the movies came out, she was on it.
We were, but that was like a Halloween tradition.
Yeah.
Like, it was a movie to go to see.
Yeah,
and
Plus it had a story, so
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, some
The
Come on.
continuation, yeah.
when it
But
gets
it
to
did get.
It's like Scream, isn't it? Like when Scream
Yeah.
came out, like as high school kids, even though we
I
went
loved
to
it.
secondary, as secondary school kids, we all were just like, "Are you gonna watch Scream 3? I know what you did last winter." Like, you know what I mean? It's like you just get up for it. Yeah, you wrapped up warm. No, you just you get into it kind of where these movies are coming out, and it's like, well, horror has to be done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're remaking I Know What You Did Last Summer, by the way.
Really?
What?
I don't know why.
Why?
Because it's not as if the originals were any good. I
The
have no
formula
idea.
worked better back then because
It was teen.
we were younger. Yeah, we were more
Yeah.
gullible to some fisherman with a hook.
Yeah, exactly. It was all teen
And
bullshit.
what was it
and-
about anyway? Why did he want to kill them? Like, was it he dated her mum? No, wait, that was Scream, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Scream
it was
where
Scream.
he-
Yeah.
The mum was a real slut, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Scream.
She
Okay.
was Hollywood starved, and if that was more explained in Scream 3.
Yeah.
She was a
That's
Hollywood actress.
So
And
backwards.
It's
Yeah.
so terrible. Like, if you
So
think about it,
bad.
when that movie came out, it was all about the guy with the mask stabbing people.
that's exactly
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
popcorn scene, and Drew Barrymore and stuff like that. And you're like, whoa, she's a real famous actress. What do you mean she didn't make it past the became friends? But, like, you really break that film down. It was a pile of shit. It was terrible.
it. It was just fun from when you were a kid. Isn't
That
it?
was the
Yeah.
biggest horror movie, but it wasn't even really like horror.
It was
it's
like
monsters.
It was horror satire.
Yeah, but horror's like monsters. Like, you need real, like,
Freddy and
yeah,
Jason.
Carrie.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? Like blood.
scary.
Yeah.
What's her name? That poor girl who starred in The Exorcist, and she was never the same again.
Linda Blair.
Yeah, some weird shit going on. That's
Things
what I
that,
mean.
Things
horror.
that actually fuck up your actresses.
Oh yeah. Well, just like 20 years after the movie, everyone's been maimed beyond belief. So they believe like the Candyman movies. Well, scary Candyman 1 and 2 put together, but Tony Todd's still acting. He looks fine. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, But movies where you're like, what do you mean they're all dead? That's a real horror movie. Okay, so we spoke about movies. Let's quickly go over to TV shows. You said Joss Whedon, obviously Firefly, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Did you like Angel?
I didn't like Angel. I watched one episode from Angel. I can't even clearly remember it.
I only liked
But-
the theme song.
I don't
Yeah,
even
the theme
like-
song was
Theme song was
decent.
pretty good.
Theme song was
Yeah.
decent.
It's like violin.
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
like kind of like a new wave upbeat one.
I couldn't
Yeah.
stand Angel.
Well, no, I didn't like his character.
That's
He
why
was
I
a
couldn't
fucking arsehole.
I couldn't stand. That's why I wouldn't want to go to the spin-off. I'm like, no, I don't like you. You're dead to me now. Glad you're out of Buffy.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I mean, what? Here's the Angel theme song. Okay, I think this is too long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a smaller version. But yeah, the Angel and Buffy kind of will they, won't they? Is what kept that show going. Then you give him his own show. Exactly. This is Angel, by the way, guys.
Yeah, it's actually a really good theme song.
David Boreanaz, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. He's still acting. He's still doing
Both.
it.
Yeah. And the thing is, he wasn't a creep of James Masters. Spike, yeah. Do you know what I love about James Masters? He's like us. He's a big kid. He's
Yeah.
into a lot of shit. Like when he was told he was going to be Piccolo for the Dragon Ball flopped franchise
Yeah.
movie, which I believe they can resurrect, but just not with Hollywood behind it.
God, I have
They
no
can
idea,
do
man.
a lot of these things. They can do a lot of video game movies
You
and a
need
lot
a-
of anime movies, but they just
They suck.
don't make it suck.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You need a rich Arab son, like a prince, like the dude dating Rihanna, right? You need somebody like him who's like, fuck all of this tradition, Dad. I'm going to go out there and make the world a better place. And he does. He dates Rihanna for a start. He starts, I don't know, teaching people how to dance and shit like that and
Oh,
buying
wow.
people foreign cars in their country that doesn't even have cars. Like, trust me, this car, just if you sell it, the value of this island will go up exponentially. And then he's like, I'm not finishing there. I want to make real good movies. And then he takes every shit movie that's ever been done and gives it to the right people. And I believe we'll actually have a very decent set of movies that were based on games as well, like a good Mario Brothers movie, finally, with a real Italian.
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean,
kids would love it.
She's actually probably the smartest person in this room. She never watched the original Super Mario Mario movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Never saw it.
I couldn't.
Do you remember the cartoon Super Mario World?
Is that the one with the really, really dodgy kind of animations?
It was kind of,
It's like really looks really weird. Because if so, I remember
It's
watching
like
that
early
like
cell shading,
Yeah, I think I remember
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Remember the Zelda cartoon?
No, I don't think I could survive that. I
Oh,
would
wow.
have a breakdown.
Yeah, because the games are so good. You just don't want someone else getting a grubby hands on a license and ruin it. Yeah, there was that. And did you ever watch Captain Nintendo?
No,
No.
I didn't.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No.
There's some cool shit out there.
I watched Sonic Underground.
Yeah, I
Oh,
watched that too.
What is that about?
It's just... Is it Sonic Underground? No, it's just Sonic. I'm thinking of Tokyo Underground. I'm merging two together.
Imagine too.
But I do remember that show, though. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah. That was, what was it, early 90s?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
I wanna watch
What did
cartoon.
you? What did you grow up actually wanting to do the most?
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then...
Princess? Go on, you can say
I
it.
actually did want to be a princess.
Yeah, that's fine.
anymore.
That's fine.
I don't want to do anything apart from be a princess.
Yeah, no, the princess is. I still think to this day is an achievable goal for most women. You just gotta just gather and snag you a prince, I suppose.
Oh,
I think Rihanna's living like a princess right now.
She just wants to be the shut-in princess. Like, don't save me. I'm playing video games.
Yeah,
oh,
I don't
okay.
care.
As long as you
Bye,
got a
Mario.
tower, okay, a
Exactly,
fitting
yeah.
tower, okay.
She needs a games room, and everyone just leaves her the fuck alone. That's her idea.
That's
of being
why
a
your princess is in another castle.
Mm.
She doesn't want Mario to find her.
There you go.
Yes,
see?
exactly, yes.
Talking sense.
She doesn't even need Wi-Fi. She just needs a SCART lead and a TV.
Exactly.
Isn't that kind of funny? That's jokes. Like in Beauty and the Beast, he ends up giving her a library, innit? And she's over the moon because she reads books. I can just imagine Rick giving you like, okay, so this is like all the games ever in the world.
That's a dream.
Oh my God, is that a Neo Geo? Yeah, it is. And
That's a
it
legit
comes with its
dream.
own booth. There's a Simpsons arcade video game. You can invite 3 of your friends to go and kick ass. And there's the Teenage Mutant Turtles arcade game. And there's Daytona over there and the Sega Rally.
Oh my
Basically,
God,
you've got
yeah,
Pepsi
Daytona.
Chocodero, Sega World, and all of the best arcades in. Yeah, I
was-
can
I-
imagine that would be a
I just
place.
want to
Yeah.
add the Royal Rumble one in there as well.
Ah, yes,
Remember the
yes,
Royal
you'd have
Rumble
to.
arcade?
You'd have to,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah.
You have to put that in there too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll put it in the room with the foosball and air hockey. Don't worry. But yeah, like that was one of the things I used to love going to the cinema back in the day because it'd have arcades. So while you're
Oh,
waiting for your
lucky.
movie to start, you quickly jump on Time Crisis or something.
That was, that was
And
like
bowling alleys.
bowling alleys for
Yeah,
us. Yeah, we had the arcades. That's where I remember playing Royal Rumble.
So I remember trying to play Dance Dance Revolution,
Oh god, I never done that.
not thinking like
never
I thought
played
black
that?
people could dance, but then I saw these Asian kids and I was like,
They're
There's levels to
wizards.
this. There's levels to this. You can like boogie and hold on to your nuts while dancing and making it look okay.
Dude,
in
they
front
could
of
do
kids,
it whilst
but
fucking sending a text.
Exactly.
It's insane.
I saw one dude
Yeah.
chatting up a girl and he was just like, he wasn't even looking. He was like backwards. He was just like going off like that. And I was like, madness. Because I wanted to chat her up, but I ain't got that kind of game.
It's like the cockiest dudes ever. I don't have to say a word. Just let their feet do the talking.
Hey, look at this. I was going to say the epitome of Asian sensation, persuasion, whatever, anything that finishes with Asian, is Bruno Mars. Like, I fucking love this guy's music. I mean, it's pop, let's face it. But it's kind of, I don't know, like, we don't have, like, a Michael Jackson anymore, thank God. You know.
In terms of music, you mean, right?
Yeah, there's no one out there. Like, Justin Timberlake has been gone for a minute.
Yeah. He's
Justin
more
Bieber,
acting.
I'm not even that kind of. So who's the guy who's holding like the pop torch right now, coming up with song after song after song, where you're like, even in a bar, you're like, you're moving your head a bit. Do you know what I mean?
I would say it has to be Bruno Mars.
It has to be, innit?
Yeah, because I
Guess so.
can't stand most music of
Mm.
today. Even if I'm shopping and it's modern music, I'm like, what's this shit?
Yeah.
Basically.
You're stuck in a queue of 8 people.
Yeah.
Maroon 5's playing.
Oh my god. What a tragedy.
Oh god.
I just want to leave.
Music, because obviously I know you're into the rock, right?
I'm into all kinds, really. I mean, I love the new Kendrick Lamar stuff.
Okay.
And I re-listened to the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, which I hadn't listened to that album for years.
Groundbreaking album, innit?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Still as good as when I first heard it.
And
fucking
I
great.
think there's some songs in there that I don't know, you like almost time travel back to, I don't know how long you guys have been together for, but unfortunately I've got a
Almost
relationship.
10 years.
Okay, wonderful. So then you don't get this. When I go back into my head, it's like a Rolodex. I'm just like, which one? Was this Kathy or was this Christine? And I'm going in my head over it, and I remember the song was like, no, this was breakup for this one. So it's weird when you go over like some musics because it opens up emotions and memories and shit like that. Which is weird. I thought my Dunbar's number sunk them. Do you know about Dunbar's number?
I know of it, but
No.
About 150 places, people, just information that you store inside your brain, telephone numbers, all that kind of stuff that you can randomly access. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And then eventually you meet new people, you go to new places, you learn new telephone numbers off by heart, and you slowly lose some of the other stuff. So you kind of store about 150 or more stuff in your head. Yeah. So don't forget about me, guys, when you become famous. How was the shows going?
Yeah, not too bad. I just, weirdly enough, I'm kind of doing 2 different shows at the moment. I'm working on bits of material for the next show after my one-liners.
Yes. Oh, after?
After, yeah.
Wow, I've already in that week. I love it.
I've already got a title and the material that I want to do for the next show.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, I've got to really focus on the one-liners because it's the hardest thing I've ever written.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because it's jokes in it, and mostly what I would normally do is just ramble on and try and be funny in between.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I do.
This,
but
this is tighter than a dolphin's butt, mate. Like,
yeah.
Watertight.
Absolutely.
And I mean, just like a dolphin, barely any fat. You've got to trim off almost everything. I tried doing one-liners for about a month when you told me I was on this show, and I was like, I can keep the jokes short in lines, so it's like a poem.
Of course, yeah.
But like to actually just go like, oh, I've got maybe 2 in the whole entire thing, and I'm sandwiching them towards the end, so it seems like, oh wow, you got us.
I think that's why I spent almost a year doing it.
Yeah, it's fun though, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun because it's forced me to kind of change my game a lot.
Yeah,
and try and be funny. Sometimes try and be funny like 4 times in 20 seconds. That's a nice little
without
challenge.
taking your clothes off. It's tough for me.
Exactly. Yeah, and I've had to take my clothes off a lot.
I've got to do the Willy Windmill dance about 100 times. You realise you can get many more laughs, but yeah.
We're trying to go corporate, kid. I told you.
And what is on the horizon for you, my lovely? Because I heard that you might be, or you have already started writing a book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am. I'm writing a new book. It was supposed to come out end of July. It's supposed to come out just before my birthday.
Oh, have many returns?
Oh no, I've I've written it. I've wrote it all out and everything. I just need to type it up because I work quite a lot, so I take my work at home to work with me and vice versa. So I just...
And you need a healthy balance as well. You don't want to be constantly bogged down by tasks. So I understand you're just taking a breather, and then you're like, okay,
I don't even do that. I do too many things at once. I don't want to be like bored. I have to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just cram it all together. You don't really compartmentalize, do you?
Yeah.
It's
And then I'm
kinda like
making
a
a
comedian, though, isn't it?
and
Yeah.
We constantly have our finger on stuff, even, yeah.
just
weird.
have
It's
to.
trying to find a structure. It's hard, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, especially when you're told it's got to be formatted in a certain way. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to when you attach yourself to something, and then when you start going off on it, people might add their stuff to it. Be like, I didn't start it for that. I started it because I just wanted to, like your clay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People would start thinking, well, why haven't you done live models yet? And you're like, well, dude, I wasn't trying to become this.
That's exactly it.
I was making small little things that is like modern. That everyone contemporary, is that the word I'm looking for?
Well, here's the thing. I
culture?
didn't even have an intention to go that far. I just did it for the fun of it because I was bored before going to gigs and I wanted something to do.
Mm-hmm.
We were watching Art Attack on YouTube.
Oh,
yeah.
So to
big up.
go back
Love it.
nostalgia.
Big up.
And then we started doing paper mache sculpts together, and then it ended up being just me because my mind just doesn't stop when I.
And he's much better at 3D sculpting with clay.
Well, I am now, yeah. But yeah, so
just like Drake, dude, you started from the bottom, now you're here.
There you go. yeah. Seven the down now here. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, and I just went to sculpting just for the hell of it, and people started liking what I was doing, and then now all of a sudden I'm getting commissions.
It's fucking amazing, dude.
Mental. I've only been doing like what, a year and a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there's this
cool.
moment of where comedians realise they can't get paid at first because you're doing open mics, and you have to build up to the paid gigs. And so you have to work. And then when you're working and then going out to perform, there's this moment of, well, I really want to draw, or I really want to spray paint and do street art. You kind of like, other than a comedy which you're taking really seriously because you're going out at night time, there's this other part of you that's like artistic, like you play an instrumental, and you don't usually tap into that. So I I applaud everyone who can somehow strike that balance of, okay, I can put in enough hours to keep the lights on and feed myself and have fun, and then I can also draw, sculpt, do my talent, and then I can go and do what I love, which is comedy, which I'm quite talented at as well, or at least I want to get more talent. Do you know what I mean? Just like you said, so many things to do in one day. God damn it!
Well, one thing that really cemented the idea that the clay sculpting is definitely working for me is when we were quite broke before we got paid, and I got paid for a clay sculpture that literally paid for our food for the rest of the week.
It's amazing.
I thought you guys went on Chat Debate and we did the ghost scene, and people were just tipping you like crazy.
That's probably next on the horizon. But,
rainy day, honey, save that tab.
But is that kind of thing? Like, obviously, that's not going to be every single time.
Of course.
But the fact that I was able to provide for the rest of the week just from work that I was doing at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now when you see those work from home things, you'll be like, no, really, you can actually.
This really fucking
from
works.
home.
I get to listen to a podcast whilst clay sculpting, and literally, that's the highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And I don't know, if you're on no, you can't do that if you're on a crane because you get yelled instructions. But if you're on a job where it's boring, monotonous, or to listen to a podcast at work is fucking. I mean, some of mine I've listened back to, and I've stopped myself in the middle of like what I was doing and going, "Did that really happen?" I was like, "Wow." And it's kind of weird because you are opening yourself up to listening to a lot of information whilst doing something normal.
That's it, yeah.
And then before you know it, something extraordinary out of the conversation opens up a pathway of your brain. So I think that's why people like podcasts. Or just in general, listening to music and listening to stuff while you're doing the normal shit.
I mean, it's pure entertainment, but also one thing I really wanted to teach myself since doing clay sculpting was patience and putting in actual hard work and seeing the result of it. Mm-hmm. So getting to see that in terms of clay sculpting, in which I put hours and hours in for a certain sculpture, and then to see how it comes out after painting as well. I was like, oh, cool, and now someone might want to buy it, and that's what I've kind of gained from this. Is like I've been more patient and more calm now. I don't know if you noticed, but
and your Instagram game fucking went all the way up.
Yeah, I'm relentless.
I was like, you started making memes, dude, and I was like, what? Wait a minute, Rick's putting in a lot of work. We have to applaud this guy for. I think within a year you went from 75 posts to like 596 or something like it just went really I don't even if you got to 500, but your numbers went way the hell up. Your productivity on social media was encouraging for me because a lot of people are just boring,
I was going down that way. I was going like, oh, I've got nothing to fucking say, I'm just gonna blah, blah, blah. But then I was like, I'm not gonna get anywhere unless I do something. So and it's progressing. I'm actually getting like, little fans every now and then, which is cool. We're starting to build up.
Hashtag game's getting strong as well.
There you go.
I didn't even know about the hashtag game. I thought you invented your own hashtags.
No. I mean, I probably invented some of the hashtags within the hashtags, but someone said to me, like, you got to do the certain amount of hashtags related to what you're doing. You told me that as well at one point.
You have to post it at certain times as well, because there's certain hit points where it's like peak times.
That's exactly it, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, after we kind of talk about our meager offerings, which yours is a lot better than mine, to be perfectly honest. I hate social media to point out.
I know you do,
I'm slightly adverse to it, but I'm trying to get better. But Sarah, your social media game is strong.
It's insane, isn't it?
It's not as strong as others.
So strong.
No, it's insane.
It's because you're not sitting there with your bum inside the camera all the time. That's you're not doing squats 300 times a day and getting guys jerking off on their own phones. Fine, that's a form of getting followers.
You'll be surprised at what they are jerking off to. Instagram,
to be perfectly honest, you are attractive. So there is going to be 100 fans who are going to ask you a telephone number. I can understand, or try sliding DMs, but. For the most part, really, other than the genuine adoration of your filter's face, there is a lot of stuff in your actual face, your Instagram, which shows me that it's substantive. It's not just you every day doing moon faces at the camera and, I don't make yourself look like a mouse or whatever animal filter is.
Oh, I don't like animal filters.
Yeah, why?
I don't get it.
People make themselves look like cats.
Oh, why? Just
It's weird animal fetish, man. just have a dog and stroke it. You don't have to put it on your face.
What about the eyes, though? I mean, I don't mind an anime eye every once in a while, but go all out. Cosplay, for fuck's sake. Make yourself look like, I don't know, Chun-Li or something like that. Yeah, put some effort. You're right. And I was going to say that as well. Your cosplay game is ridiculously strong. Do you go to conventions as well?
I do now and again. It's just getting the time and the money, because most of them are like in Manchester, the ones that I really want to attend.
Yeah.
And living all the way in Brighton, it's quite difficult. But yeah, I like to attend more, and I
You
want to
did
make more big armors as well. But our little flat won't allow it.
Yeah, we have studio flat. It's
We have
very
a studio
hard.
flat. But
You think about how tough it is for vigilantes living in New York.
oh yes, that's
They
true.
can always have, like, that's why they wear it. They're like, they've got nowhere else to put it. I've got to have it underneath everything.
Yeah, sometimes I think I'm Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2. Like living in that small apartment, I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Really.
You did a full weekend recently, though, didn't you?
Yeah, MCM London.
Oh, that's
Loved it.
Movies, comic, MCM, music.
I think so. I just call it Comic Con MCM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because obviously the cons just, they build and build and build.
Mm.
Do you see anyone famous there?
We saw Christopher Barry. That's the second time I saw him.
Okay.
He looked at me weird this time, though, because I think last time I met him, I was wearing the cami costume, and I was wearing it again this year.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was really shy when I met him, and I think he probably thought I was strange.
Oh,
And then
as opposed to what? Everyone else here is fucking normal. No, somebody probably smelt like pee because they slept outside to be the first in the door. Do you know what I mean?
I was
So-
probably one of those people. No, I
yeah,
don't
he
see
played a
myself.
character where he had a H on his head.
It's true.
We met the guy that played the original Hulk.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno. We saw Lou
Oh,
Ferrigno there. Yeah.
the Argentinian gentleman.
And apparently, did you tell me this? He got into a fight.
Yeah, I
with,
did see this. The Flash.
The Flash.
What, Grant Gustin?
No,
was Flash Gordon, right? Sorry, Flash
Oh.
Gordon.
His
Sorry,
name.
yeah.
I can't remember.
The original Flash
Dolph-
Gordon.
No, it's not.
No, it's
him.
not Dolph Lundgren. No.
Oh, Sam.
He was in Ted, right?
That's it. Yeah, him.
Yeah, apparently
Apparently-
he got into a fight on a Saturday. I didn't see this, but then again, you can't do anything on a Saturday because it's so ram. But apparently, he got into a fight.
Yeah.
That's pretty
It's
hilarious.
very
Do you
strange.
maybe think it was kind of maybe staged because they both had something coming up and they wanted to like up their
To be honest,
social media awareness?
they were right next to each other. It's like probably competing for fans.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's like, no, you ain't having my money for the
I was
picture.
here to autograph first because they know it's like, how much is it for autographs? It's quite expensive.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Some people charge like £15. Some people charge 30. Like sometimes you can get your photos taken, but last year, a few months ago in May, like
They weren't allowing
you
anyone.
weren't allowing anyone to get any photos. Like I wanted to get my picture taken with the Blue Ranger, and there was
Yeah.
I
The
walked
original
past
Rangers were
him.
there.
Yeah, the original Rangers were there. Apart
Oh, I heard
from Tommy,
Zach.
Kimberly, Zach wasn't there. No.
Yeah, I heard he was on crack.
Was-
Look, nothing to do with the fact that he's a Black Ranger, but like I legitimately heard Zach is on crack. So
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh shit!
That's
That would have been a
sad.
fun Power Rangers.
That Power Rangers, he must have sat on that Power
Zach
Rangers
on
money
crack.
for too long.
But yeah, I walked past him and it's just like no photos. I was like, I want a photo.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Yeah, and Vern Troyer,
Yeah, and Fern Troy
Mini
was
Me.
there.
Yeah, and weren't allowed to get photos.
I don't know why.
Well, Vern Troy is different. He's like he's got image rights now, and he does like a poker thing, and he's got like his own like weird internet. I think.
Oh really?
Oh,
So-
a gambling site.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
right.
he
There's
does.
adverts with Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a bunch of image rights things that are out there, so maybe
Oh, I guess I didn't go.
his face is worth more than he can actually charge there.
God.
So that's probably why he's like no
That
photos.
makes sense, I guess. Yeah. But it's a shame though, because you do want to get a picture with someone you.
It's like, look who I met today.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want people to be accessible, you know, kind of. You have this idea about them, and then you meet them, and they're like they're arm's length almost, and you're like, well, if I wanted to pick you up, you couldn't really do anything. You could after I picked you up, but not while I tried.
Do you?
Unfortunately, we got there too late when the original Power Rangers were doing the conference, weren't they?
Yeah.
Which would have been amazing to have seen just from when we were kids.
But
you
without
know.
Kimberly there, and you said you said was it is it Aisha?
Aisha.
Yeah, Aisha and
Aisha.
Kimberly wasn't there.
No, I think Aisha was there.
Okay,
It was
Um,
Zach who wasn't there.
Zach
Zach
and
wasn't there.
Kimberly.
They were doing crack
Zach.
together.
So
And yeah, Tommy
Zach
wasn't
and
there.
Kimberly. Tommy wasn't there either.
No. It
Oh,
was
now, come on! I was
just-
going to say it's Tommy and Jason.
He was
really,
at one
you
of
go
them,
there
though.
for.
Yeah. It
He was
like,
at the other one, wasn't he?
He was at the one last year, the film
Oh.
and comic one in July, the one that.
How
that you
cool would it
should
be to meet him?
watch. Oh, we would have
Tommy.
done it if we weren't moving.
Listen-
That's like
True, that's
moving
true,
week.
yeah.
Listen. We don't wait for them to just go to conventions. We track their movements and we find out on Google Maps when they're coming back to them. Okay? I, for one, am going to try my best to make heaven and earth to get the White Ranger or the Green Ranger or the Ranger that stepped to the Red Ranger, which was my favorite Ranger at the time, Tommy. I just want to interview Tommy and be like, how did it feel knowing you were going into this show and chicks were digging the Red Ranger. Like, you were coming with this green costume and this weird dragon sword and this
The long
sword that was a
hair.
flute.
I love it.
Do you know, this is before Ocarina of Time, dude. How did you feel knowing that you were playing the flute? It's something to ask, but I'd just like to interview all of them. Zach, the one we need to get first, though.
Yeah.
We need to get Zach back on track from this crack, okay?
We should put a campaign out.
Yeah, get Zach off crack.
Get sack of crack.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hashtag.
Hashtag
Hashtag
crack
it.
kills.
If he really is
Strong,
on
yeah.
crack, yeah.
Is
I
he
mean,
really on crack? Because I didn't realise
Allegedly,
that.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Probably
It's like the,
incredible.
what was it? The Red or the Blue Ranger was in porn.
Red Ranger, they thought it was
Yeah.
in gay porn.
See?
That was a
Tommy?
rumor.
Sorry, Jason was in gay porn?
No, that was a rumor, but which is not true.
Okay.
He's
He was an instructor, right?
It was yeah, something like that. But the Blue Ranger is obviously gay, but they thought he was like a porn director. That was one of the rumors
Oh
as
my
well.
god, what's going on with our Rangers?
Everyone, well, no, they,
God,
they-
yeah.
but they also thought that Neil Buchanan from Art Attack. They put so many death hoaxes of him online. It's like, what's
What?
the matter with
He's
people?
alive.
Do you think
Yeah.
maybe... do you think maybe it's because deep down inside, the money gets to them too early, and then they get corrupted by outside sources? Or do you think they were always into this and were told,
No.
listen, just play his role, the kids are going to love you, and then that way you've got a public persona which will protect your private life?
Well, there's a reason why a few of them left so early, because they were
money
getting
was-
paid.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the money was crap and they had to do their own stunts.
And
what
they-
I
and
heard,
they were-
yeah.
they-
Dislocated my shoulder 3 times this week. What do you mean I only got 380?
and they're working 7 days a week.
It was
Yeah,
harsh.
yeah,
And
yeah.
what was it? They don't get money from the reruns either. So if you see it on
what?
they don't get
They
money
don't,
from the
no.
reruns.
One of the most syndicated shows of all time, and you don't get no money from
yeah,
reruns.
I don't
That
even
is...
think they get money from the merchandise or anything like that.
When you-
Oh my
when you
God,
think about
Bandai, you holding back,
Well, you
motherfuckers.
think about it, the first season, they basically ripped all the Power Rangers footage from the original Japanese show.
When they got
Mm.
established and they had their own movie out, they should have given them something a little bit more.
I think so.
These were my heroes.
Yeah.
They should have been paid like heroes.
Fuck for Voltron. We had like when the Dragon Zords verse came together. Actually,
Oh, God.
the Power Rangers movie, I remember going to see that in a
Same.
cinema.
Oh, I
Fucking hell,
loved
blood.
it.
We had the guy who sold ranch and Caesar salad dressing, yeah? Paul Newman playing fucking, what's his name? Ivan Ooze. Paul Newman was Ivan Ooze.
It wasn't Paul Newman.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain it's not Paul Newman.
Okay, let's see.
It was not Cool Hand Luke who did Ivan Ooze. No
And
way.
then from, wasn't he also in Cocktail? No, Color of Money. He was in the
Yes,
movie
he
with
Colour
Tom
Money.
Cruise.
That's it. Yeah, that's the one.
Call of Money. Fucking love that money. So
Yeah.
good.
No, it was a British actor, I think.
A Brit. Yeah.
Was it?
I think it was.
Let's see.
It definitely wasn't Paul Newman. I guarantee you that.
Let's see.
It's going to be a debate now.
Ivan-
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, big, yeah.
Movie. May have missed that because there's some laughter.
Sorry.
It's okay. They just put Rangers movie. Right, this way back. Rangers movie is probably starring Chuck Norris.
We watched the new one.
Mm.
How was it? Was it good?
Quite
It's quite
enjoyable.
good, yeah.
Not too bad.
Ivan Ooze, Power Rangers movie. There we go. And Google says,
Information about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
thank you, lovely lady. Show us the information.
So helpful, isn't she?
She
I
is-
wish I
she
had
is.
that. I don't have an iPhone.
I've got Google. This is not an iPhone. That's not Siri.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's just Google.
Yes, okay, Google, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that existed.
Paul Freeman. Not
Paul Freeman. Who's
Freeman, not
Yeah.
Newman.
Yeah.
It's easy a
Paul
mistake
Freeman.
to make. I do the same
God
thing.
damn
Alright.
it. thought
Didn't
Paul
I do the
Newman
same thing
started it.
recently with what was it?
Almost everyone you tried to explain to me. Yeah.
Oh, now my brain's gone dead.
It's because you've done it so many times. You can't remember the most recent one.
No, that's it. We were talking about Man v Food, and I said
Ooh,
Adam.
love him.
Oh, that
Alan
this,
Rickman
oh, this
instead
was,
of
Yes.
Adam Richmond.
Adam
This is the
Richmond, yes.
that was the funniest one. Because they we watched
Hand me the detonators.
there's a show on YouTube that we like watching called First We Feast. It's
Oh
called
yeah,
Hot Ones.
yeah, of course.
Right, they had Adam Richman from Man v Food, and I told Sarah as we were walking home, "Oh, guess who was on First We Feast?" I say, "Oh, fucking, I remember that
Even
one."
you're doing it.
Yeah, I
now.
know. Sorry, and I said it's the guy who did Man v Food, and you went, "Alan Rickman." I was like, "No, he's dead." And I don't think Alan Rickman would have done First We Feast either.
What do you mean he's dead? The food finally won. Yeah.
Oh, it was very
Aw.
hot.
Yeah, no, I love that dude, and he inspired me to go on my my burger side. I call it burger side, burger geddon, whatever you want to call it. I like burgers. I fucking adore taking down burgers.
Oh,
Mine's
yeah.
And
pizza.
it's the only thing I really Instagram really other than my podcast and stuff like that. But I mean pizza. It's because of the itis that I get afterwards. I mean I get itis with burgers, but it only lasts like 2 minutes. But the pizza itis is like a good hour or more. I remember.
What's pizza-itis?
So itis is the correct colloquial term is niggeritis. That's when you have a lot of like black foods like chicken, rice and peas, yams and stuff like that. You just want to go and have a nap. But I just thought it was exclusive to black people's foods. I find out all over the world there's foods with tons of tryptophan and all kinds of other shit in it. And after you eat it, you fall asleep. And pizza is one of them. And it's a love-making food for me. I have pizza when I'm like with, you know, my lady. And then like we have it for breakfast sometimes or brunch.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because pizza you can have, you know, it's got replay value, like some great games. And so you go back into it to get maximum achievement. Like, what does this pineapple taste like the next morning? It's still juicy. Do you know what I mean? So there's pizza's
Basically,
great.
they did a Dave Chappelle sketch about that. With, was it ribs? Like when they had it in the drawer, said, "Oh, I just can't sleep." It's like, okay, we'll give you some ribs. And they had the ribs, and they talked about when they ingested it, gave him the itis, and then he's a fucking hilarious sketch.
I think you build up a lot as well, like expectation of the food, so your saliva and everything. Then you eat it so fast, your body's like, "Well, I got to cope with all this." You just threw it all down there. You're like, So
Yeah, you
that's
treat me like a
that's the
dumpster.
itis.
Yeah, the itis.
Definitely get it with pizza.
Oh, I love pizza.
That's why she's asleep right now.
I think we should quickly address the world quickly.
Okay,
You know,
go for it, man.
in the world today, there's been a lot of. Well, let's just say the world's got real really soon.
It's got crazy.
Got crazy.
Gone
It was
mad.
being crazy, but it's just got even more real. And you know, we now know vehicular manslaughter is a fucking mode of these barbarians to take lives. So, you know, with that and the towers and people saying, "Oh, you might have to give back your tumble dryer." I saw this on the news the other day. They call them white goods. I had no idea. I thought they were talking about cocaine or something when I heard it. But they're doing a mass recall of like tumble dryers and fridges and stuff that
Yeah, I'm
have
scared of my fridge.
yeah, they have certain. They haven't. They're not up to spec. Let's just say.
Oh shit!
And so you got to call like the national recall.
Is that because of the
Grenfell
Yeah.
Tower? Yeah.
Oh,
and then
shit,
another
right.
one 2 years ago was done by a tumble dryer. Another tower fire.
Yeah.
In other words,
right?
they don't connect the dots at all. These things aren't isolated. This happened a few times, but instead of collating the evidence and then saying, by the way, this is all caused by this, maybe we should look at this, it took that tower for everyone to really, like, everyone's on their game. Everyone's like, I've got to keep my job.
Yeah, man.
What am I doing? What was I supposed to be doing? What can I do? Like, everyone's, like, scrambling. So I think this recall, the fucking stupid-ass
Yeah.
terrorist in fucking Barcelona, what else happened? Charlottesville, for crying out
Yeah, that
loud.
was
The
just
rally.
unbelievable.
These guys going out there, like, pair of fucking, I don't know.
And we have flat earthers.
Still got flat earthers. I mean,
It's
with all of this
unbelievable.
happening, I know it's hard. You could drop your heads. Do you know what I mean? And you could kind of get upset and depressed and not want to leave your house. But I implore you, just go on with your life, you know. And strippers keep on stripping, you know. FIFA guys, keep playing your FIFA. Sandwich eaters, keep making your sandwiches and eating them with pride and dignity. Keep on carrying on. That's what I'm trying to say as a Brit. And where my bitches at? But yeah, no, it's been a crazy week,
Yeah.
man. I didn't listen to the news and I looked at it and I'm like, God damn it. Is there anything that's like remotely fun? There was a bus that drove itself. That was it.
I saw that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
saw
I
that on the
got in
news
terms
the other
of fun.
day. I was like, what the? How? Like, I didn't even see what happened after that because I just saw it as a quick clip. But
Yeah.
did it actually drive itself?
It
or-
drove itself. And then the driver realised, oh shit, central reservation, I'm going to lose my license.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah,
I thought
so
two
he
people
quickly got to the wheel in time. But there was only one other person in the bus standing up. So it looked like a conversation going on. Like, look, mate, I told you, journey's finished, yeah, and he didn't take off the handbrake maybe, or I don't know. He took his shoe off so he can walk around the bus with his socks, but he forgot he was in Timberlands. I don't know. Something happened, though. And, yeah, the bus drove
Terrifying.
itself.
Well, I think the most heartbreaking thing, obviously, is we're not going to hear from Big Ben for 4 years, man.
Ah, that's the other thing.
Oh
That's
my God.
Thank you for... that whole rant I prepared, like, for an hour and I didn't even fucking rehearse it.
I just got
But yeah,
upset.
Big Ben. People cried. Solo clips, people losing their minds.
Yeah.
Like this week has just been like a whole whirlwind of human emotion. But Big Ben, I was like, you crying because Big Ben's only going to chime at like, what's it, Memorial Day, remember.
It's not even going to chime when they do the news anymore.
No.
I used to hear it on the news.
Well, no, they might do. I
Boom.
think it's going to happen based on sound effect that they bought.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like happy birthday, like sorry, news at 10 ITV. Can we own the Big Ben 10 o'clock chime? Thank you.
Yeah.
I think they bought it.
Oh,
It's true.
well, that's a shame.
What in England are we turning into?
Twats.
Hopefully fun. I want us to bring the fun times back.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the fun time in England?
I'm stumped.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got
Because summer's finished. That's what happened. Barely had a summer.
Yeah.
Carnival's going to be this weekend.
Is
no,
it?
actually, no. I think it's
Thank
this
you.
Sunday and this Monday. Yes.
Oh,
This
right,
is
yeah.
actually a good weekend. We've got Conor McGregor versus Mayweather on Saturday.
That's next.
This weekend, 26.
Oh shit! It is, isn't it?
Yes,
oh,
it is. Yes.
Oh, I
Are
forgot
you guys
about
watching it?
that. I'm going to try to. Yeah.
I'm gonna be on my own. Yeah,
This is where she makes me feel bad now.
of course. You have a career.
Are you,
I don't.
are you gigging? Are you gigging that night?
I'm not gigging that night, but I'm in London for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I booked 2 weeks off work, and
might
I've got
watch
a
it,
string
actually.
of London gigs
Nice.
just to get better for the show and the longer spots I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but Sarah's only here until tomorrow night. Is that right?
Yeah,
So then you're going back to Brighton to play your consoles.
Well, I mean,
to work.
to get 100% achievement in Zelda is no easy feat.
Oh, my sister stole the game, so
Oh, what?
can't.
How dare you?
Yeah.
So what are you playing in Zelda's absence?
Well, Until Dawn and I'll say Until Dawn. I'll play it for 5 seconds before I get everyone killed, and then never play it again.
What is Until Dawn?
It's like this horror game where you have these choices to make, and every choice has.
You create your
an
own narrative.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
and
I like those
it's
games.
Terrifying.
Nice.
I've already got someone killed already.
Is it kind of like Dead Rising, where you see somebody's like in the middle of like a crowd of zombies, and you're like, okay, I can go and start swinging this nail bat and save him, or I can just.
You're kind of
Kind
responsible,
of.
aren't you?
Yeah, you are responsible. Like, if they're saying, like, oh, should you take the left turn or should you take the right turn? It's your choice. Or, like, should you have a fight with this character or should you be civil to this character?
Okay.
It's like that. And I recommend you, like, watch a gameplay or something just to kind of get a teaser of it. Like,
That's my next segue. You're intuitive as fuck. So I was gonna say,
gut instincts.
you seem to be very, very, very good at games, or at least talking about them.
I'm not good at games.
Have you
like-
You're
reckon-
too modest.
I reckon we're dying for a Twitch account, don't you think?
I do want to get a Twitch account set up. Like, well, I actually have an account set up, but I just don't stream because I don't have a proper setup. Like, if I had a proper setup, I'll be on there every day.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
100%.
So
like,
what is it that you think you need?
I need a computer, the decent computer, because I've only got a laptop at the moment,
Okay.
and I think I'll kill the thing if I ever have that.
Yeah.
Um,
So knowledgeable, man. Jesus.
I think I've got like, I don't know what it is. It's like a game capture, but I don't know if it can do it live. I'm pretty sure it can. So I've got that all set up. I just need the computer really and a good webcam, and then I'm done.
Okay. Because you can do it straight from the PS4, right? There's a Twitch app in there or something.
And you can get a camera. But when I streamed, like, this is why I didn't do it like regularly. When I streamed Rocket League and GTA, like, people on the other end's like, oh, it's so laggy, it's so pixelated. It's because of my connection. My internet connection is really poor. Oh, and internet as well. We need to change.
We need to change.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
that's,
need
that's
to
a fair
change the
point.
internet.
This is in Brighton, though, right? They don't have like when you first got to the house, you just used the internet. It was there, or
No. It took about a month for us to install the one from Home Telecom.
okay.
Then they did that, and it works okay. Every now and then it does
It's
lag a bit.
okay.
Yeah,
For old
it's
people,
okay.
for old people, you mean? Yeah, for old people, like 56k, they can spend an hour looking at their grandchildren's photo. Okay. Do you remember back in the day when you just like the word modem, like, huh, what?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't care for the internet back in the day until I was like 17 or 18. I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic.
I never
Yeah.
had my own internet until 2006.
That's same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
how much
That's freaking insane.
I only use the internet in school
Ah,
because my family were too broke to. We had Telewest before we had
yes.
Sky.
Yes.
Um,
Bamboozle.
yeah.
Oh,
And
I
then
just had Sky.
you just had Sky.
Yeah, I know. I had Sky throughout my childhood. I was a very.
Oh, did you really?
Watching
Yeah.
WCW was a feat. You had to go through back
WCW was on
channels.
WCW was on Channel 5.
Yeah, but I mean,
We had that, but in terms of like
before
Nitro, you
Channel
mean?
5, before
Right,
Channel
yeah.
5 was a channel, like getting wrestling was tough. VHSs if you were lucky.
Exactly, yeah. Well, but
Mm.
Channel 4 when they would broadcast the pay-per-views
Yes,
for WWF
that's
at the time.
different now, yeah,
that
yeah.
was I love that so
Yeah.
much.
Because that was, I mean, I'm big into like UFC, I'm not really
Yeah.
that much of a boxing fan, although there's a boxing fight that I've seen when I was younger. And
Yeah,
stuff,
sure.
And I remember now, but UFC for me is like, I don't know what it is. Like Joanna Jędrzejczyk, this tiny little Polish girl, kicks everybody's butt. Like, and she's like so sweet, and like you see her in the ring, she's got the best technique. Like no woman can get next. They sent a bulldozer Brazilian girl who's really much heavier. She came down in weight to go fight her, and Joanna was punching her face, and she was just like telling me like, nope, not happening. And Joanna by round 5 was giving her kicks to the face, and the girl was like, okay, now I'm kind of getting tired.
Yeah.
What is going on? I haven't touched her once, and I was like, this is amazing. She can keep gorillas off of her.
So, yeah, we
other
were
than-
terrified by UFC stuff, weren't we? Like, remember the one I showed you where one of the women, I can't remember who it was, punched the other girl's ear in half? Off her head. Remember that one?
Oh, that was
I showed you
brutal.
that. Yeah, that was.
Cyborg?
I can't remember.
Amanda Nunes, because I know they both hit hard.
One of them just had her ears split, and I was like, "Fuck!" That
I
was
would love to see a
terrifying.
fight between Amanda Nunes and Cyborg.
That would be
That
insane.
would be
Yeah.
so amazing. But yeah, so you kind of are looking forward to this weekend, but you might not stay up, but you're going to kind of watch it.
I
the
want
next
to.
day.
Yeah, I want to see who wins. Like,
Yeah.
I want to. Like, who do we think's gonna win? Like,
Great question.
Obvious bets.
like
is
my dad said
Mayweather.
Mayweather. I want McGregor.
I want McGregor to win.
I think
Yeah.
everyone wants McGregor, but in
I don't
reality,
know.
Because a lot of people watch Mayweather fights to see him lose, right?
he's
I
kind
don't-
of got that polarizing attitude, hasn't he? It's like he's a good villain, but so is Mayweather
Yeah.
in terms of character.
Yeah.
You know, you want to see Mayweather get hit
Yeah.
as well as getting knocked out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, but McGregor stands a decent chance of getting some hits in.
Mhm.
But then again, I'm not really a professional commentator or any of that stuff, so I'm kind of talking out my arsehole.
Mhm.
I'm interested in seeing
It
it.
smells nice. We've
Smells
got like a
very
Febreze scent coming out of there, so it's fine.
There you go.
But you're right. Nobody really knows. I just want him to win. I just want Conor to win. I don't know why, but I've always liked this guy.
Yeah.
I just like
Conor.
the fact that there's a market now where people like, especially, do you know the Migos rap group?
No, I don't know.
I'll
No.
play a song afterwards. There's a song called Bad and Bougie.
Play that to go out then.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go for it, man.
So they basically can say, a lot of rappers can say whatever they want. They can dress how they want. Drake obviously can't do no wrong. Even when he does wrong, TMZ will kind of, So there's this persona, and Conor McGregor was like the very first fighter that was like, he said whatever he wanted to do, and then he did it, and then he walked around with a swagger, and everyone was like, what is this clown doing? Like, he talks too much, and then he knocks people out. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, you know what? Say what you want, but this guy can do whatever he wants because no one can stop him. And then the Nate Diaz rivalry just took him to another
That was
level.
great. Yeah,
so-
even when Conor got beat, he came back and he went on.
Yeah, he
Decision,
won by
right?
decision. And everyone says that's close. That's why they need to have a third round. But, I mean, Conor McGregor engineered a fight with a retired boxer at 49-0 to say, listen, I know you want that title at 50.
Exactly.
I know I want to start earning more money than UFC's giving me. I want to make a point to the UFC because he tried to sit down at the table and negotiate with them, even though he was bringing in hundreds of millions of pounds for them. So this is, for me, I'm rooting for him because he just had a kid, and he was on the dole 5 years ago or 4 years ago, man. What
It's
a
insane,
turnaround.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Making
okay.
something out of nothing, man. You gotta love that.
Yeah, smart cookie.
Did you see Mo Farah's last race for Muller Rice, or was it something like
No,
that?
I heard about it though.
Yeah, he won.
He's like,
He kissed the ground though.
oh,
He needs antibiotics. He needs some antibiotics, I think. Fucking kissing that ground.
I
he's
didn't-
retired now. He doesn't have to worry about this.
Apparently, he said he might start doing marathons.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he said he's going to have to train for them. So you'll probably see him in like Boston Marathon, and there's marathons all over the world all
Brighton
the time.
Marathon.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
No,
yeah.
that's
Brighton
true.
Marathon.
Yeah.
You probably see him in a dress for Race for Life as well, because there's apparently only women-only races, but he's like, I got to get them all in.
Yeah, he's
but
probably doing
yeah.
marathons. I was holding like a corn sign.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Corn.
How's that working out
was
for
it?
you?
What's it? Oh yeah. Am I right in saying you went vegan for a while?
A little bit.
You can
A
sustain it. A week, yeah. It's
No, a week.
tough, right?
2 weeks.
I did a week.
Yeah, but I went 2 weeks.
You went longer than that actually.
Just want to hear her say it.
The corn pieces just don't taste nice. Sorry,
No.
my
Well, obviously,
Farah,
no.
but they don't.
I agree,
Gotta
but that's
season
the
the
point.
fuck out of them.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. I season them.
Yeah, you got aggressively
Even
season
that,
it.
it's just
It's like hot wings.
Oh,
How do you place that with something that's not chicken? It's tough.
Yeah, it's an odd one.
I've had
Yeah.
fake duck before though. Fake duck, for some reason, whatever they put in that, it's good, damn good. I had it in an Asian restaurant in Chinatown.
oh wow.
Yeah, It was fucking amazing. I
Really?
was like, this is fake duck. And he goes, yeah.
You had a
It was-
fuck?
Yes. Give me some fried thuck, please. I like that fried thuck wing. But yeah, no, it was good. And I was like, how were you putting this? He goes, it's a secret. I was like,
I just think it's corns. Corn's brands is disgusting. Everything else, like I can have the stuff from Holland and Barrett, but corn stuff, like the mince, makes me feel sick. Like
Yeah.
literally regurgitated that stuff. Graphic.
and it disintegrates in your mouth.
Well, it doesn't even do. I just taste.
Yeah. Linda McCartney smashed it though with those sausages. I used to
Mm.
fucking love those sausages.
Yeah, she went fucking around, man.
Mm.
Yeah, she knows how good the sausage is.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why she
well.
wanted to make them good.
Well, Jesus.
Yeah.
Didn't want to think of her that way. She reminded me of a school teacher. And then obviously you've got the bean burgers. Do you remember Burger King?
Oh, yeah,
like
them.
a veggie
Oh my
burger.
God.
Yeah.
I remember veggie burgers from school, and they were like the best thing.
Mm.
I love veggie
School
burgers.
dinners is so underrated.
It is.
Or is it that my palate has just become super simple that I just some foods could never hit the flavor?
Even your taste buds are nostalgic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
You know what I
the
mean?
butterscotch tart and the cream on
Oh.
top. I made that last year, and it was like taking me back to school. I ate it. And
For realsy?
I'm for realsy, yeah.
You baked?
I made this butterscotch tart.
She can make some fucking good cakes and stuff like that. Man. Yeah,
I might give you some Kinder butter and we can come up with some party food.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
Wonderful.
Come out and cook next time.
That's awesome. I tried baking, but it just takes up so much of your concentration that I've just got ready-made go-to recipes. So I've got a go-to Victoria sponge and a banana bread recipe. But I find when you're now dabbling in like cannabis oil and stuff like that, and you
Yeah.
want to kind of infuse it to make it different. It's a different sport now. You have to go a little bit more heavy on like the flour, or you go, it's weird. But I love it, man. I love
I need
melting
to-
butter.
I still
just
need to go
singing
down that
Amazing
route.
Grace. You haven't gone down that route
But
yet?
yeah, I'm interested in doing it though.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
my friend. We've got that, and then we've got to corrupt Mr. Ryan Dalton as well, isn't it? So much
Yes,
to
still
do.
need to get Mr. Ryan Dalton down.
So
Yeah.
who's going to be on this wonderful show in November? I wanted us to quickly plug this.
Sure,
while
yeah.
we've got,
So it's at the
time.
Quadrant in Brighton, November 11th, 8 o'clock. I'm doing my audio recording of my show, one-liners, a bit of crowd work, home, bed. And I've got some acts supporting the show, i.e. yourself.
Mhm.
There you go. We've got Susie Wild,
Mhm.
and we've got Ryan Dalton. And we might have one more person. I haven't decided yet. I originally had Tom Mayhew, but
Okay.
he pulled out because he's doing a gig at the Comedy Store. What a
Oh,
loser.
well, how dare you.
But yeah, at the moment it's yourself, Ryan Dalton, and Susie Wild supporting.
Wonderful,
Amazing.
excellent.
Yeah.
And that's on 11th. Is what? Is it a weekend?
That's a Saturday.
Okay, so I think what I'll try and do is stay down from a Friday. I'll find like either a hotel or Airbnb or something like that. But
I
I'll
could
try and stay down
probably
for the
hook you up
weekend.
with someone to stay with
Okay.
near our area. Yeah.
I do horrendous fast though after my 2 fatty kebabs, so they might want to rethink that.
Oh, dude, in Brighton you're free to do
I'll
so.
bring a candle. Okay, awesome. And obviously that's in November.
Yeah.
Is your book going to be coming out towards the end of the year, maybe?
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
at least
aim.
a preview? We can see like a page. You know what they do, like those book readings where
Yeah,
they give
I
you like
was
a chapter or
I was
something.
tempted to put that on the website. Like, obviously, I've got my website where I upload like reviews regularly, so that's something that's consistent at least.
Yeah.
But hopefully, it's going to be by September latest. I'll say it'll be in 2017.
Wonderful.
But yeah,
See, the thing is, I don't think you should ever put any pressure on yourself because you built this all up on your own. And there's milestones and benchmarks, and I think you should
Yeah.
aim more for milestones than benchmarks because you are the bench, and you will literally inspire people behind you. Like, well, I mean, if you just look at the wall or the displays and stuff like that, and then the YouTube channel, the reviews, the content that you build up after a while is going to speak volumes. So, I wouldn't put any pressure on yourself to get any further than you have. Because, I don't know, taking some of this guy's tiger blood, for fuck's sake. He just cranks up the crazy of creativity so much where I'm just like, I can't keep reading this fucking book about this comic growing up. It's an amazing book. Do you know what I mean? But I just got to put it down because right now I've got a real life version just to kick on in front of me.
You know what's weird about us, like when we do get in our creative space, like when she's writing or when I'm doing a clay sculpture, we both occasionally look over to make sure that we're okay, because we do sometimes apologise for ignoring each other.
We have to though, because otherwise we won't get anything done.
Exactly.
In
yeah.
the news, yeah.
So yeah, but it's just weird to think that we're still slightly considerate of each other's feelings when we're doing stuff we're interested in.
Yeah.
It's weird.
This is like one of those non-maritable kind of defenses that you can have, isn't it? Like when you get married, you start making excuses. I feel sometimes when people get married, they make excuses for stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, oh, well, we both have to work. We don't have time to talk. I'm reading the book before I go to bed, and you're on that side. Do you know what I mean? All of that, the depictions of marriage is so unhealthy, whereas there is
Yeah.
other versions of marriage because they don't seem like, I don't know, old-fashioned enough. They don't get seen.
But I think some people, I do obviously criticize marriage in certain respects, but I think a lot of people unjustly criticize marriages, like because you get married, that's what happens. No,
Mhm.
that's just the title.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's it's your relationship. That's what makes a marriage.
Yes.
It's not this, oh, I'm married, so things are different. No, it should have been different when you decided to get married. It's like we were having the argument, well, not the argument, we were talking about people that say on their stag do's or their hen do's, oh, it's my last night as a free person.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh, you
It's
fucking
like, you've
idiot.
been
Christ.
with this person for
A long
how
time?
long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you're still free?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
silly. It's a silly mentality. It's like, hold on a minute. So what if your boyfriend cheated on you before you got married? So does that mean he was a free agent before then, and you
Mhm.
can't?
Mm.
That makes no fucking sense.
It's
You're right. It's just
ridiculous.
those phrases that all of a sudden jump into your mouth and you find yourself saying, you're like, ugh, I can't throw it back in. It's out there.
Yeah,
Well, last night
it's
as a
just
free
with the-
person.
Oh, it's a cliched fucking thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
back
It's
in
not
there.
genuine.
It's true. I mean, you guys, I would say, have like the Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn-esque envy of Hollywood because they've been together for years.
So long, yeah.
And
yeah.
I love
never
those
married.
two.
And people, like their child, Kate Hudson, is amazing.
Yeah.
And everyone loves going to their house to just hang out and stuff because they just I think they learn from just watching two human beings growing fucking wonderfully together instead of this whole, I don't know.
No,
I'm
well,
not
we-
saying
we-
this I'm against marriage, but
No,
you know,
we
there's-
are going to get married.
Yes,
it's just going to be still a little while before we get there, just because of money, really, and
Yeah, we
'cause-
want it to be
That's my whole problem
financially-
with marriage.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's based on the set of fuck the rules. You can work within the confines of got to do it under the house of God. That's fine. We're still gonna play rap music at the reception. But like when you actually told, well, it's money. It's like no, this is gonna cost you a lot. You're like, we've loved each
Why?
other for
That's what we
over
don't like
a
about it.
decade. Like that's
We
worth
don't
more.
like- half of it we're making it. Like I'm making my own dress. I've decided.
Yeah.
Making my own,
and your mum's doing the cake.
Mum's doing the we're
This
just
for me is
half-
amazing because you're
yeah.
actually this wedding is going to be built up of a community of people that love you both and are going to literally like make this fountain. Oh God, I can
We're
bear
not
my-
we're not going to have the people
Hallmark.
the weddings where they have like 200 people at the actual ceremony.
Mm.
That creeps me out.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
and
but-
have all the crystal chandeliers. No.
But how much do
Oh.
without trying to knock on weddings too much? How much do weddings people in weddings contribute? Like they actually helped you with the reception, with the flowers, with the cake, and I feel those weddings where like literally everyone comes together to celebrate these two people just signing a legal document, but really they just wanted to make it official. Like okay, we're going to bring our best and the closest with us. I don't know, man. It makes me kind of soppy. Do you know what
Yeah, I mean, but
Like,
everyone's
misty-eyed.
marriage is different in terms of how they get married. Some people get married in Vegas.
Mhm.
You know that how
They
how
like
it turns
that.
out.
It's
Yeah.
Elvis or no one. Yeah. There is I think there's I don't know, in this modern era people are having kids without being married. So I think
Oh.
like the old like you can't have a child out of wedlock and all that kind of stuff
That's
is
bullshit.
Yeah, but all of those like superstitions, that's what I'm trying to say. They're all falling by the wayside and everyone's kind of we're all creating like a different mode. Like everyone now knows there's another way to live, there's another way to be.
Yeah.
And I think free of religion, free of rules, but still with like being human. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like just respecting others and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think people forget that even though you are in a community or a society, you're still an individual. You
Mhm.
still have ways of thinking that might not be that might be contrary to what society thinks.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's weird. Like I think it's good now that, especially in this day and age, everyone's got the smarts to kind of go their own way about how they do things.
Yeah.
Like I love how we're going. Like we didn't get married early, so it's probably why we're still together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just how people go about their own way.
And you think without like pressure from family, pressure from religion, pressure from society, that one day you can have like trans weddings, a guy marrying a donkey,
Yeah, maybe.
married babies, maybe.
I think people who have already married donkeys.
like two parents who are
Yeah.
mates
Think
with two other
so
people
much.
since school. They both have kids. They're like, you know what? You've had a girl, I've had a boy. Why don't we just like make them married to each other so that as they go through life, they'll take care of each other. And literally, they're the first married babies. Could happen.
yeah, well, I think if
They can't
arranged
consent, so it's a
marriages,
bit weird.
if arranged marriages,
Say I
with
do.
adults are-
Okay, we'll accept that as I do. Yeah, it's true. No, but yeah, in terms of arranged marriage and stuff like that, you think that we're going to call an end to like all of these traditions, and then people can just live and love whoever they like?
Yeah.
Be a much
That's.
better place.
I think
After
relationships.
Trump, I mean, what else have we got left?
Relationships will last longer if you really put your own effort in to how you want the relationship to be.
Yeah.
Like if people go, oh yeah, no, so we do this and we go down this route, and then we go up to this level, and it means we've got the perfect relationship. You basically treat it like a job. It's not a fucking promotion.
Yeah.
It's hard to get to where we are.
And your Valentine's Day is kind of like an appraisal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A review.
Or the anniversary as well. Yeah.
How
exactly.
well did you do this year? Wow, he's like a bit.
Did we reach our
Stingy on the
goals, honey? Did we reach
roses,
our
yeah.
goals?
Yeah, you better say the right words before you get your P45.
So
know
you
what I
said
mean?
you were going to take me on holiday. Let's have a look. Bognor Regis does not count as a vacation. But yeah.
Chichester does not count as a nice day out.
It counts as a nice day out because you wanted to live there. You fell in love with the
I
place.
did.
Where is Chichester exactly?
It's probably near Bognor Regis, actually. It's like a nice little. Is it a seaside town? Because I didn't see a sea.
Not a seaside town.
I swear
No,
it's a seaside town.
it's near a seaside.
Or is it like one of those attraction towns where there's like tons of arcades and pool
No,
tables?
it actually weren't. It was like a nice, little
Beautiful
villagey
cathedral.
Kind of, I love that cathedral.
Yeah, she literally had a spiritual moment when
I
she sat.
swear I
Really?
did have a spiritual moment. So good. Like, I literally.
Can't just leave it there. Like,
So
to have a spiritual moment. What happened?
I just touched his statue and I just came over like. So
She looked like she smoked a joint.
calm, like
Yeah.
so freaking calm, and
She was looking at the sky and the top of the building, just
I
like.
don't know what it was. Like, I've never felt that way in a church or anywhere near a building like that.
It was quite
but-
fascinating.
What exactly was the statue?
Saint Richard, statue of Saint Richard.
What the fuck did he do?
He touched Sarah in
did.
an
I have a
amazing
feeling
way.
Maybe he
Yeah.
because there's this idea that there's memory inside some objects.
Oh really?
Yeah, so maybe the spirit of this guy
Saint Richard.
obviously was just residing in the statue because he knows this is like when he comes back to Earth, he can't find his body anymore because it's probably decomposed. He can't find his home
Shit.
because it's been turned into something else. So some spirits go to a place like a gravesite where they know they can see their name or like a likeness where they can kind of lock onto it.
Yeah.
And you touched it, so maybe he was just like, for like maybe 5 minutes, I can see through your eyes. So that's why you're like looking at the sky like, oh my God, the blue sky again. And oh my God, I'm going to miss this. And then before you know it, you burped like Barney and he came out of your system.
Nothing bothered you for the rest of the day, did it?
Yeah.
Like you were just in a state
I
of
was
bliss.
happy.
Yeah, it was perfect.
So relaxed.
Have you ever
It was
had anything like
calm.
that?
Kinda, yeah. I get it when I live in Brighton. Every time I go out to the bowling green for a
I
smoke,
never
and I'm,
get that.
well, you don't come with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I look out and just to see like kind of where the houses are, basically like you say, houses in the sky. Where you just see them on the hills and stuff like that. It's a really nice view, and especially when you see the sun setting on it. Yeah, that's just I get that a lot.
Brighton is actually very beautiful.
It's really, yeah, it's fantastic.
I need a car if I want to live there, but it's a place that I can see myself definitely going away for like 2 or more weeks to write and just get some stuff sorted. I recently got the job in, well, let's just say Amersham, which is Buckinghamshire.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Fucking middle of nowhere, but I loved it. I mean, seeing the sky at night time, so healthy. So
Beautiful,
healthy to
man.
know that there is an
Absolutely.
actual sky and has character and there's stars and shit like that. In the city, I don't know, it gets a bit tough. Like, you forget about life when you're all constantly, like, you know, it's like a maze, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the
People
only way to
maze.
get, yeah, it is. The only way to really get an idea of what outside looks like is Netflix or Discovery Channel, or, you know, people look at a tube to escape from the box that they're in. So yeah, it's going out to the
I think
countryside.
that's with us because we kind of get bored watching Netflix stuff now. So like we every now and then we'll just go, let's just go for a walk somewhere.
You're gonna love The Defenders.
Yeah.
Never
You're
gonna
gonna
leave the house.
fucking love it. I mean, I missed Iron Fist completely. I didn't.
Yeah,
watch
I
the
didn't hear
series.
good things about it.
No, neither did I.
No.
But trust me,
He's good in this, yeah.
It means nothing when you just watch him with everyone else, because he just explains in like one episode within 5 minutes the whole series. You're like, that's all I needed.
perfect.
That's
Yeah.
all I needed, just for you to acknowledge who the hell you are. Because you know they build it up and like at the end it's like, I am now Iron Fist. You're like, no, you've been in throughout the whole episode. Trust me, the beginning trailers has showed me that. But yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. When you guys
check
go
it out.
home, I've got like editing to do, and then I'll probably finish off listening to the last Jerry Diaz podcast I was listening
Oh
to.
god.
Then I will probably cook some noodles, and I will watch an episode before I go to sleep. Even if it's like 1 o'clock, and I know I've got work the next day, so I'm forfeiting an hour's sleep.
Who gives a
It's
fuck?
one of
It's
those
a
things, yeah.
sacrifice that you want
Yeah.
to do, yeah.
Not quite bad though. Have you guys got to a point of sacrificing almost all night sleep for something that you just couldn't put down?
Yeah. All the time.
I actually don't. I
Without
need
talking
to
about each
see.
other, come on, guys. This is a family show.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna go there.
No, okay.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. You do. You watch your podcasts.
Yeah, I
all the
watch a lot of
time and-
podcasts, and but sometimes I will want to finish a series
Mm.
if I know like, oh, I've watched 4 episodes already. It's really good. It's like we watched Better Call Saul season 3 together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible.
So you watch Breaking Bad and then you watch
I love
Better
Breaking
Call
we
Saul.
love,
yeah.
yeah, we love Breaking Bad.
Okay, and
So cool.
is it a good continuation of Better Call Saul?
Third season is the best one from Better Call Saul. I mean, the first 2 were a little bit slow, had
Mm.
some good bits in, but it really upped its game in this one,
Yeah.
and had a really fucking good cliffhanger ending.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
Oh,
essentially they've got you now for 8 years, isn't it? Breaking Bad was 5.
yeah,
You've been watching 3 seasons now.
yeah.
So they've got you
You
hooked for
hooked.
8 years on this, yeah.
It's like the Game of Thrones. It's got everyone hooked. Like
Are you on that at all?
I wasn't. I watched an episode yesterday with my sister, and I think
The first episode?
No, it's the recent one.
Okay.
Like, so yeah.
Just open a book in the middle and be like, "We'll see what this is about."
I do that quite a lot.
Yeah, that's quite fun.
what did
Sometimes.
you make of it though?
It's all right. I think. I don't know. It's just so long having to watch it all though.
Mm.
It's
I'd
just
rather watch Vikings.
dragging,
Yeah.
dragging it on. Like if it was just for 2-3 seasons, but I understand it's like based on the books and
Apparently,
to get a
the
lot
latest seasons
out of
aren't.
it. Really?
But-
So
Yeah.
why are they carrying this on?
Because it's like Walking Dead. It's based on the comics, and then afterwards you kind of the comics
Just-
stop and you exhaust all the ideas, so you drag it out.
just stop.
Yeah.
dragging it
Yeah,
out.
I stopped watching.
Aren't they
Walking
just
Dead.
waiting for him just to
I
finish
did
a book
the
or
first
something?
season of The Walking Dead.
Huh?
It's quite good.
Are they just waiting? Sorry, what was that?
For is it Tolkien who did the book?
What?
Martin,
Yeah,
R.R.
Martin.
Martin.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry, Hobbits fans. I think they're waiting for him to finish the new Game of Thrones book or something. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but
I know this book.
This
but I don't
entire
know how
season got
many.
leaked, right? Somebody, some guys hacked it, and it was
Yeah.
up on thing. They
Oh,
went to they do in jail
really?
time. Yeah, yeah. Got hacked. So the
Ooh, I
whole
didn't-
season you can watch online somewhere, or torrent or something like that.
Damn.
well, I ain't even gonna bother doing it because I'm not interested in
I'll
it.
just
but
ask my
yeah.
sister what's happening.
It's about
She's a
dragons
massive
and
fan.
Emilia Clarke and Jason Momoa and other good-looking human beings, yoked as fuck, and a small midget dude and
Lots
late.
of snow.
Yeah, this
I
is.
think there's a guy called Snow.
Snow
There
Yeah,
is, yeah, there
absolutely.
is, yeah.
Do you remember the rapper back in the day, Snow?
No.
Informer, you're not supposed to play him. I lick your boom boom down.
Oh shit, yeah, now I
we
remember that.
opened. Like I work in a like my company that I work with. On our opening day, we had that as one of our songs.
Oh,
on the
deep.
opening day.
What was the other one?
And we had loads. But
Gangster's
that was,
Paradise.
No, we didn't actually. There was lots of family friendly, but that one.
They
yeah.
played Gangster's Paradise at my like year 5 or 6 school disco. It was,
Yeah.
You know, you're grabbing Orange Tango and you're just walking around. You're like, well, I'm the only black kid in here. I suppose I've got to show them how to do it. And you just start running, man, out of nowhere. And they're just like, go, Mel, go, Mel. You're like, well, this is kind of gangster. You just talk about a guy lined in chalk. But yeah, it's a weird song, man, to play to kids. But it was like number 1, isn't it? So you had to play it.
Back in the, what was it, 96, 95?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's see.
It was 95 when that film came out.
Oh, Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Minds,
Oh,
yeah.
I love that
Then it was
film.
around then, yeah, 95.
95,
Yeah.
yeah.
On the morning.
Yeah, great movie.
Love Michelle Pfeiffer.
What are we looking forward to for the end of the year? Is it the new Star Wars movie? Is it the
Retron 5.
Retron
for you, innit?
5.
Yeah.
I love Christmas.
Christmas is? Do you know what? There's a magical place. Okay, Toys in
love
the
it.
Millions all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us.
Oh, I don't like Toys R Us.
You don't like Toys R Us?
No.
What about when the advert came on TV and it reminded you of grabbing an Argos catalogue and throwing it at your mum and dad?
No, I had Woolworths for that. If I saw
Ah,
that Mulan,
Woolworths.
I was like, I want that.
Okay.
Saw that, I want that, Dad. Can I have that? And they'll be like, who do you think we are?
They're
They're
just
like that
like,
now.
they're like, listen, I gave up the coal mining gig just to stay at home with you more, but you're telling me I got to go back out there. Is that 100%? I'm off. But yeah, the whole Christmas thing, man, it's huge, man. I fucking love me at Christmas as well, but I then fell out of them. Like,
how homely it can be.
yeah, I suppose you need a family really for Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, and when you've got a small, like, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, so not much family stuff there is, and when it is, it's kind of few and far between. But I find a lot of my mates come round Christmas night, so
Yeah,
the
that's a
day
nice
really
one.
is dedicated to me baking something in an oven, so like a chicken or something like that, or a duck, and then gorging on it whilst catching up with like some Netflix shows or something like I've been dying to watch. Then I play a lot of video games. Like I play like a good 3 or 4
Yeah.
hours worth of like video games, and I get like a cramped ass.
You know how people have like Christmas films? Do you have
Yes.
Christmas games?
Yes.
Yes. See, I'm
Arkham
not
Knight was
crazy.
I didn't
Arkham
say
Knight
you
when Arkham Knight came out. I missed it in like I think November when it first came out, but I
Yeah.
waited for Christmas Day to play it, and I can divulge this. When Arkham City first came out, I may or may not have played that game on mushrooms for the first time. It was awesome because when you get doped by the Joker and Batman's like, ugh, I was like, yeah, I feel you, Bruce. Let's put this down for
I
a
know your
while.
pain.
But it was awesome. I've done stuff like that, just like nice little experiences.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christmas, I don't know, is whatever you make it really. You should work all year round to have one day to yourself. It should be Christmas. Because
Definitely.
it doesn't mean you can't go outside and get cranberry juice or stuff like that. There's like Muslims who don't believe in it, and
There
their
you
shops
go.
are open 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So keep on keeping on is what I say.
We had our first Christmas together last year.
How was it?
Awesome.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
full-
the only
Sloping
Christmas where you
clouds.
can have Christmas dinner naked, isn't it?
We,
Well, you know that you tested, but I mean, because you had it together, there's no one's going to interrupt, so you can actually clearly, like, you know. if you
I
ever
was,
wanted
I
to
was
try
kind of the naked chef that day.
Mhm.
You usually are.
Yeah.
You cook naked.
Sorry, I just looked at you disgusted.
Yeah.
I'm not disgusted. Seriously.
You really? I couldn't tell.
I've cooked naked once, but I mean, it was only a fried egg, and I regretted it. But
Oh, why?
because
Where
my
the
girlfriend
fried-
was
fried
inside
egg
the
went.
room, and I was like, "What do you want to scramble?" She goes, "No, can you just do me a fried egg, a toasted sandwich?" So you just want toast with fried egg. You don't want anything else. Okay, put some brown sauce in it. I was like, "Are you sure just brown sauce, nothing else?" Like, okay, if you've got any cheese, sprinkle some on. I was like, "All right, fine." So I made it for her, and whilst frying it, obviously the oil hit my abdomen, and you know, I got 3 or 4 speckles, and I was like, "Well, that's not fun. Maybe I should get an
Yeah.
apron," and I did. So I'm now just cooking an apron, which technically isn't naked, isn't it? I mean, apron's clothing.
it conceals your parts.
Well, from the back, not really, but you know.
Well, I
not
was thinking
cooking.
more about your front.
Yeah, definitely. The most important.
Safety first.
Get something with PVC on it as well. Okay, so you're looking forward, obviously, to Christmas. No movies or anything like that, other than the shows that we're
It's
doing.
just the only movie
yeah,
I care about.
It's the only
Yeah.
films at the moment.
And when's that coming out?
September 8th.
September. Oh, for the 7th.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it was good. 7th.
8th.
7th.
If it's 7th, that's a bit even better.
7th is my birthday. I'll be in Amsterdam then. So if it is actually out then, I will fucking tweet you guys with. We'll probably just send an Instagram picture of me in the queue with the tickets. Like, it's out today for me at least. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is the 8th.
the 8th. Well, because the 7th is a Thursday, the 8th is a Friday. So
Oh, it makes sense
You
to be
could
on the
still
8th.
get advanced previews on the 7th.
Advanced pretty sure, yeah.
That would definitely
Yeah.
make sense. But general release 8th. And 9th for most people. Actually, wait. Yeah, the 9th is a Saturday. And that's when Demetrius Johnson is going to fight, I think, Ray Borg. And Amanda Nunes is finally going to get it on with Valentina Shevchenko. That's right. There's UFC on that night as well. And that's when I
There
get
you
back
go.
to London.
Wow.
It's quite an event.
Yes.
So September we should be looking forward to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
September's
are.
going to
Yeah.
be.
I was going to say, did you want me to pre-book at the Comedia?
I think
The
we
Dukes?
should.
Should we pre-book it? Yeah, okay.
We should
So-
pre-book this.
And then, because I want to see it when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only movie I care
Back
about
seats,
seeing.
please.
Mm.
Back
I don't want
seats.
people
With
near
the
me.
back couch. We do the back couch.
Oh, Jesus.
we
Trying to
don't have many
reinvigorate your
friends.
finger
Yeah.
popping technique. Calm down, sir. It's
No,
not
it's
1997.
So I could put popcorn in the middle.
Oh, God.
God, Mel.
Oh my god, treat
Oh.
us to popcorn too. This is, I'm living fine.
Yeah.
I very rarely buy popcorn. I'm that cheap.
Oh, really?
I buy the popcorn.
Well, you should buy popcorn from a supermarket anyway.
We do. We buy from Sainsbury's.
Yeah, it's cheaper and better. Sometimes you get that posh corn. Oh,
What's the posh corn?
posh corn, you can get like coconut,
Oh my god,
like
really?
honey,
Really infused
like there's
flavours,
different
yeah.
flavors. Yeah, chocolate, white chocolate,
Yeah, there's a lot of
raspberry.
that.
You've just opened a whole new window for
Oh
me.
my god! I mean, it's like pizza. It's a food group in itself. Popcorn has now become a new one. Yeah, there's even weed popcorn.
I was just going to say, I
Yes.
want to try that out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll fuck us
so
up.
many
so
magical flavors to explore.
Yeah, coconut popcorn I want to try.
Yeah. Oh, it's the
I
bomb.
love coconut.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, really? You like coconut?
Yeah, I love coconut.
Jesus. So are you like Vita Coco, Coconut water, or have you got your own niche one?
I don't like coconut water,
Ah,
but I like coconut bits. Like
Yes.
you
Yeah.
get them from Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's,
So I
yeah.
love the coconut bits. I love. It sounds so weird. I love coconut smelling things as
Mhm.
well, like perfumes. I like smelling coconut smelling perfumes,
Okay.
coconut cream,
yeah.
anything coconut.
That's good. And there's I think you can probably get it from Amazon now. There's a coconut body cream. It's like a lotion. And yeah, you might just turn into Michelle Pfeiffer from what's it called? Batman Returns. Just
Oh,
start
yeah,
licking yourself. Like,
yeah.
You sure you're giving yourself a bath? You just had a shower. Yeah, but I think I got everywhere. You just love that coconut.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's tons of coconut products. I use
Mm.
coconut oil for my hair and for my face, and you know,
I use it to
Stuff.
remove my makeup. It's like the
Mm.
best thing.
yeah.
Yeah, it smells great.
Have we been all over the map? Have we gone as far as we could boldly go? We've spoken about coconut. We've spoken about. We touched on politics for a second. I think I
A
mentioned
little
Trump.
bit.
Yeah.
We
Spoke about wrestling. We spoke about fighting. We spoke about the Retron 5.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything we've yet to explore? I keep tapping back to this notepad here, or anything that we were talking about before that we may have missed. I think we've got almost everything, don't we?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we spoke about the movies we have seen,
Mhm.
like Spider-Man: Homecoming and Alien Covenant.
That's it. We didn't. Now there was something that I was going to not spoil for you, which was Defenders, which I didn't say. I just said watch it. That's good, right? And you weren't going to spoil Spider-Man for me because I haven't
That's
seen
right.
it yet.
That's
Okay.
right, yeah. But Homecoming was really good. I
Okay.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
It's quite good. Yeah.
And do you think maybe that's beaten Spider-Man to Tobey Maguire, which I think has to go down maybe as one of the all-time great
I
superhero
think it's-
movies. Full stop.
I agree. Yeah.
I like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Apart from the third one, I did
Oh,
like
it was
Tobey Maguire.
so bad.
Like, yeah.
But Tom Holland was really good in this one. Though.
I think he's.
He's okay. I like him. I like him.
I think he's the cartoon version of Spider-Man that we've all wanted.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm.
Yeah. But I know,
Are you still what Fox Kids Spider-Man cartoon?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
love
one so
that.
much.
Like,
Yeah. That's
But
great.
Tobey Maguire was so short that you would think Andrew Garfield's the only one that kind of fits the Fox Kids version of him. Like, you know, kind of an older Peter Parker.
But more built.
reporter. Yeah, he's more built, he's taller. Whereas every other version of him, it's like Wolverine in the cartoons, he's short.
Yeah.
You've got a small Spider-Man kid. So I think that's awesome. But yeah, the Spider-Man I think I'm going to go and watch. I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to get all my superhero movies back up. But
Yeah, I haven't seen that
The
either.
Defenders is so fucking good. Because it's real. It's like, it's so real. It's like normal life. Like, you know.
Oh, well, that's why when I watched Daredevil,
Yeah.
that series was fucking phenomenal, man.
You watch Jessica Jones?
No, I missed it.
implore you to watch that first.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
You've seen Luke Cage, right?
Yes.
Jesus. So you've underlapped.
Yeah, it's weird. Like so many things I miss, and then occasionally, because so many things come out like all together now. As soon as I heard Luke Cage, everyone was like going bang and bang on about it, and same with Jessica Jones, but I just missed it. And then, but I'm gonna go to Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause I heard David Tennant was really good in that as well.
he was fucking amazing. And
Yeah.
even if you miss out, even if you completely miss out, what's it called, Jessica Jones, you just start watching The Defenders, there might be something in you that says, well, what they mentioned there, I want to know what, because you've got her kite rattled. You'll
Right.
go back and watch it.
Okay.
But for me, she's probably one of the best characters on TV, full stop. Now, I might get a kick in the social justice warrior balls here, but I don't like them putting somebody in a role just because.
Sure.
I didn't
Yeah.
like when they made Kingpin Michael whatever
Clark
his name.
Duncan, yeah.
I thought that was horrendous because we all know Kingpin's this fat white dude with a white suit and a purple cravat. He didn't wear none of that inside the movie, and he was just black because they wanted to make him black. It works sometimes. Like Red in the Shawshank Redemption book is an Irish dude. In the movie, it was Morgan Freeman.
And he was
Okay, we
great.
can get away with that.
Yeah.
Okay, we can get away with that because he's older character, so maybe you can change him. But I think you want to keep some characters integral to who they are. And there is a new TV show called Renona Earp, which I don't know if it's Wyatt Earp's daughter or a descendant of him, or if they just changed the character and made it a female. But she's like a bounty hunter from or a demon hunter or something like that. I think it's like the new Buffy.
Okay.
Okay.
She's now added to a new roster of so many shows where the girl's the main protagonist because they're trying to big up women. Ghostbusters is another one I'm going to use.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm sorry, Jessica Jones destroys all of them
Hmm?
because she drinks whiskey. I don't think that is a prerequisite, but like you can see a girl not drinking from a glass.
There's
and
more of a realism.
She's
and
so
no-
real.
no-
She's
no
from New
faux,
York. Yeah, she takes photos. She's like my idea of a woman who she's struggling against inner demons, but she's not really apologetic in how she carries herself. Classy in a way,
There's a
but
genuine
kind of
character.
rough around the head.
Yeah.
She's amazing, man. I think for me, she's the benchmark now of a character you've got to have. Not that she's got to be exactly like her, but the way the girl plays her and a depiction of who she is. I just think Jessica Jones is one of the best characters I've seen on TV. For
Yeah,
a long
I never heard
time.
a single bad word about it, so I apologise for not seeing it. But
What, to her? Don't
yeah,
worry,
yeah, she looks like she'll kick my ass.
she's
if I
got
said
all the
that
other
kind of
Netflix subscribers. She's like, he'll get around. Don't worry. He'll get grilled at work.
thing. Exactly. So many things I've got to see.
Yeah, so that's definitely one to watch. And yeah, enjoy it, man. When you see that and the Defenders, it's got some great one-liners. And it's Marvel, in it. Marvel always does a good job
Yeah.
of keeping you entertained.
Always. What did you think of Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin?
Jesus. The man could do no wrong for me, really.
Yeah.
He can do no wrong. I mean, Sergeant Pyle.
Yeah.
From that to Special Victims Unit, Law and Order to...
Men in Black.
Yes! Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Water.
That's it. Yeah.
So much... He's so diverse. He's
Oh, he's
really good,
incredible,
man. But
man.
as Kingpin, I felt sorry for him.
Yeah.
I've never felt sorry for a supervillain before in my entire life, but I was like, he just wants to make an omelette and look at this white wall and have a woman to love him. He got that and you took it away from him. That's why he's
Exactly.
upset. And I was like, no, Mel, he's a psycho. No, you took away. Yeah, but
It will
he-
drive anyone psycho if you took that away from them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Try and take her snez away.
Oh
I
my
will kill
gosh.
you.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Oh my god, that warning was so natural.
She's watched the Daredevil thing as well.
Yeah, Daredevil's awesome. And Elektra, oh god,
Yeah, I liked it.
so interesting character.
Yeah.
And she's in the Defenders
Yeah.
as well.
I
That
know,
much
she
I
got
can say.
resurrected, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember that was coming at the end of season 2 anyway.
Yes,
I saw that.
absolutely.
But
The way they just folded them all into each other, though. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's like a souffle, mate. It's just
Perfect.
perfect. Yes. So yeah, unfortunately, I've just realised I didn't say Sonic Boom when the episode started, but it's because I was just so blown away by the nostalgia. I went, but no, you two have been most definitely the perfect couple.
Oh, thanks for having us,
on the
man.
show. And anytime
Oh,
you
I
want,
love that.
you've got like an event coming up, like a live Twitch or a book signing, or you're going to be doing a con or something like that, your boy will be down, and he'll let the people know. And we'll put down your Instagram. Anything else you want us to plug down there?
Probably my Twitter, if that's okay.
Your Twitter? Absolutely, it's okay.
Twitter.
We'll get the Twitter popping. And obviously, you know, if you like these guys as much as I love Rick to bits, and when he told me about Sarah for the first time, I was like, well, dude, your girl sounds absolutely awesome. It's like figmented imagination for me, really, because I've got to imagine this thing that he's talking about, which in my mind, I swear to God, I thought you were like 6'9" tall. Like, just the accolades and attributes that you had to you, I was just like, this was surely just Wonder Woman with heels, without heels, whatever. She's like, she sounds like a gigantic tall order. And thank goodness now I'm here. No filters, no, you know, none of the whole camera stuff. You're fucking just as large in life as I expected you to be.
Thank you.
And your fan base is, I think, is strong, and I think is going to get stronger. So if you like Sarah, go over to SarahGC HQ up on the Insta and on the Twitter, and we're going to put that down at the bottom of the screen. Obviously, Rick's up and coming show, his tour dates, the Instagram, so you can see his wonderful creativity on the on everything, pretty much, from one-liners to the wonderful memes to just
Clay sculpting.
everything.
Yeah.
The Ricky-ness of Mr. Murtagh, the ravishing Rick Rude Boy Murtagh. And so we're going to throw all of that down there. And obviously, I expect you guys to have fun this weekend with the Conor and what's it called? The Conor and Conor Mayweather McGregor fight. There you go, Conor Mayweather. What's wrong with you, Mel? Okay, I'm going dual screen. That's it. I can't keep switching cameras. So I'm now going to bring. You wanted me to play Bad and Bougie, didn't you?
Yeah, do it, man.
We're going to go for the Migos then. Hopefully, I ain't going to get banned in Germany. Bad and Bougie. Look at it. It's the first one there. YouTube knows how ignorant I am. All right. It's been an absolute pleasure to have these guys down here, and it's been a pleasure to see you guys watching episode 69 of the Midnight Hour podcast. Next episode, I think, is going to be a milestone. It'll be episode number 70, and at that point, the show is going to get like a little different, because this is kind of season 2-ish of the show. You notice the artwork could change, so I'm going to change some things up for episode 70. If you have any suggestions, keep it to yourself, and I'm joking. Throw it down in the comments, or come to me social media and let me know what you'd like to see or who you'd like to see on the show. And if you'd like to come on the show, leave me a message as well. Any last words, Rick, for these wonderful human beings out there?
Yeah, just thank you very much for listening, and thank you for all the likes and support and everything. And thanks for having me and Sarah on together.
Yeah.
Mel,
I was
appreciate
about
it.
the same thing. Like, thank you to Mel for giving us this. Really, it's quite fun to have
It's a lot of
done
fun.
this. It's like my first ever podcast as well. So
Yeah.
it's my first
Oh, girl, you are
ever.
natural.
Thank
You know
you.
what you do. You know what you doing, girl. Fronting like you don't know how to podcast and shit.
I really don't.
You gotta get your own one then. Go get your own one. I mean, I've
It's in the works.
firmly pushed you towards your one, but a joint one,
Yeah,
I
you
think
say,
would be good. But again, just the way you see how Bill Burr does it and Nia walks in and joins in, I think having that little cameos of podcasts as well. But listen, anytime you want to come down,
Yeah,
fucking hell, this
nice.
has been a blast. And
Loved it,
been
man.
fun.
I know once Retron 5 is in all of our possessions, it's only going to get deeper. So, yeah, guys, go out there, have fun, stay black, and let's finish off with the Migos as I chill and chat with my lovely amigos, Sarah and Rick.
Young rich niggas.
Yeah,
You know,
Rick,
so we ain't really never had no old money.
It's been cool. I'll see you guys soon.
We got a whole lot of new money though.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Hey! Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Cooking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody.